Today we're going to be discussing the second part of a case study we discussed in a previous video about a major airport on the East Coast. 3 years after using TCCommInc's JumboSwitch to migrate its Flexible Response Police System or FLEX system to IP, a major airport on the East Coast needed to migrate once again to a more reliable single-mode fiber LAN. According to the IT consultant, the county's IP network had been suffering from latency and reliability issues for years. To keep equipment costs and system downtime to a minimum, TCCommInc's practical migration kept most of the original JumboSwitch equipment intact, mainly with the addition of an Ethernet media converter card for each remote site. 7 years later, the airport's FLEX system continues to run smoothly over fiber optic cable with TCCommInc's products. The original migration of the FLEX system involved deploying JumboSwitch equipment at the Sheriff's Department and at 23 remote sites throughout the airport. At the central site, a 4U chassis containing main and management cards plus Ethernet and dry contact cards was installed. At each of the 23 locations, a single TC3847-5 dry contact card connected to Layer 2 10100 Ethernet was installed in a rack-mounted chassis. The following diagram shows the setup concept for the main and remote sites. TC engineers produced JumboSwitch 4U chassis with TC3847-5 dry contact cards at the 23 remote sites. The airport already had single-mode fibers in place for the migration, so it was a matter of swapping out a few cards at the central site and adding media converters for the remote sites. At first, the idea was to add TC3840 management cards to which SFPs can be added for a direct fiber connection to the remote sites. But given that each remote site contained only a single card to be managed, it was more cost-effective to add the TC3842-3 gigabit Ethernet switch to the central site and TC3240 media converters to the remote sites. Adding the TC3842-3 to a second 4U chassis provided the fiber conversion required at the central site, while the TC3240s provided the conversion from Ethernet to the LAN's single-mode fiber. This way, all the end devices and the TC3847-5 cards at the head end and remote sites could remain in place with their original connections intact. The customer also wanted to separate the management traffic from the data traffic, so the ports on the TC3240 were used to connect to a separate VLAN management network that the airport already had. This was done using the RJ45 connectors on the TC3240 without the need for any patch cables. The following diagram includes examples of the setup at the head end and remote sites. About a month after the new equipment was shipped, the airport had successfully migrated the FLEX system from the county's WAN onto a private LAN using dedicated dark fiber. This shows the flexibility and simplicity of setup with TCCommInc's equipment. Please visit TCComm.com. You can find any of our videos by clicking the link from the homepage. You can also find information about any of our products by clicking the drop-down menu in the top right corner. You can also get in touch with us by clicking on Contact Us, also in the top right corner of our homepage. Please like and subscribe for more content. And as always, thank you for watching.